Travel Quest agents, it's Bonnie Lee, and I'm joined right now by Diana from Windstar. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So we were just talking about luxury, selling luxury. I've had
Right,
this conversation many times with people because I don't consider myself luxury, but I guess I am after talking to you
right.
because luxury, we were saying, was a little bit more about the experience people are looking for, right?
Absolutely. And luxury is different for everybody. Like you were saying, we were talking earlier, and for you, you think luxury is a $75
Bottle
bottle
of
of wine.
wine.
So, yeah.
I would never spend that.
And for some that is a luxury experience. For me, that wouldn't be luxury because honestly, my $10 bottle of wine is much more delicious than anything else that I probably would be ordering. But luxury is different for every single person, and I think that that's what's important. One thing that I found at your event is a lot of
Because she actually, thank you so much. She was at Travel Quest World in Orlando, and I loved it because she said how engaged all of our members were. That you
right,
had really good conversations, and that they really want to learn luxury.
right.
Right? Sorry, I
Well,
interrupted
no,
you
and
there.
actually, that's one of the reasons that I'm here. So after the event, I reached out to you because I was so excited by that event because I met a lot of new advisors and there was a lot of excitement about selling luxury. But what I heard over and over again is I don't have luxury clients. And
Mm.
that is why I wanted to reach out to Bonnie because everyone has luxury clients. Because luxury is different for every single person. And we're here today because we're going to talk about how we can start getting the word out so
Mhm.
that your advisors can find their luxury client. They can start their luxury business because, as we all know, selling luxury, you make more money. And and
Yes.
your clients are there for life. I mean, you might have with mass market events, they're calling you for their one thing and you've done it for them, but now they're once and done and they've moved on because there's a lot of people that sell that. But when you become a luxury advisor, you're very knowledgeable in the places that your guests are going to. Even if you've never been there before yourself, you learn it very quickly.
Well, yeah, you know what? When you just said that, and I think this is probably important. We have our normal clients that we sell to, the people who maybe are purchasing the mass market, but then all of a sudden there's an event
Right.
in that person's life that's creating a bucket list opportunity, maybe a birthday, maybe anniversary, it could be a lot of different things.
Right.
So that's a whole nother piece,
And
right?
that's a whole nother piece because everyone either they can be a luxury client or they know a luxury client because maybe it's even their children getting married and going on a honeymoon. Well, they don't want to necessarily go on a mass market type of
Uh-huh.
experience. I mean, we all know that honeymoons nowadays are all about the Instagram pictures. And where can they
Yeah.
go more exotic than everyone else? And, one of the things that I like to say is, we have a really great Tahiti package we have a lot of honeymooners on it. But for those guests, you've probably quoted Tahiti before to honeymooners, and they end up going to Mexico. But with Windstar and some other luxury
Yeah.
type of markets, they can go more exotic places for less than what you think.
So when somebody's talking exotic, talking luxury, what you're saying is don't just look at the land options.
Right.
Pull up a Windstar.
Right. Or, again, find out what your client's looking for. Are they looking for a very unique experience? Are they looking for an exotic location? Are they filling a bucket list item? And you know what? Bucket list for me might be different than you.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it's Iceland. I don't like to be cold. So for me, it's Fiji.
Okay, it would not be Iceland for Bonnie Lee.
But it's different for everyone, and
Mhm.
that's what I mean. So you have to really the luxury client isn't just going out and saying, "Oh, are you luxury? Oh, you're not? Okay, well, let me put you on here. Oh, how much money do you have? Oh, okay, let me put you on here." It's really about finding about what they want in an experience.
That experience.
What is that luxury experience for them? Not the luxury cost, but what is the luxury experience?
Now it just came on. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, our internet dropped. I didn't know how to deal with it. So we just stopped it and started it again, right?
Hey, you know what to do. It worked.
Well, we don't know if it worked. It might not have worked technically, but we don't have a it's not going issue going on.
Right.
So now I forgot where we were.
Well, I think basically we were just outlining the fact that we're going to focus a little bit on the luxury client for 2020. And we're going to come up with some different programs that your advisors can actually learn a little bit more about how to find the luxury client, what the luxury experience is, and how to keep the luxury client. So really, and just basically just get into the whole luxury market, because you make a lot more money in the luxury market, and that's what we're all about doing. And you have clients for life. So that's what we're looking at.
And the thing is, I mean, I really found once I started thinking luxury, or I struggled with the term luxury, but I said to myself, elevated experience. That's what I kind of termed it as in my world. I said, I'm going to try to find people who are looking for an elevated experience. A lot of times that ended up being the people I was already talking to.
Absolutely.
And they're like, oh, you mean I could get this? Yes, you could do that. Oh, sheets are important to you? Well, the thread count, all those little oddities that you learn.
Right.
So remember, everybody, Travel Leaders does have a really great luxury class. If you're just brand spanking new and you do want to try to learn some luxury selling techniques / tips, that's a great place to do it. We're going to work with you guys specifically. And the interesting part about you is, Dianna, you said, hey, I want to teach your members how to sell luxury. Now they can sell luxury on other brands, and that's okay.
Right.
But you're talking really just selling luxury. How can they, break into the luxury market? Like, what does a person do? So I'm super excited about that whole thing. So if you had one piece of advice, or I'm going to ask you for two pieces of advice. Okay. One for a brand new person in travel who wants to think about going into the luxury market, like what would a piece of advice you'd give those? And what piece of advice would you give to someone who was like me when I did sell, who thought I wasn't luxury? Like, what would you tell me? What would be those two pieces?
Well, I would tell you, first of all, that luxury is different for every person. I mean, what you think is luxury and what I think is luxury, and we use the example of, even my own husband and I, we have a difference of what is luxury. I would not myself, and this is a terrible thing to say to travel, but I've been in travel my whole life, so I've always gotten travel deals. So for me to pay $1,000 for vacation, it's like pulling my hair out. Yet to go spend $300 on one meal, I have no problem with that. So it's sometimes not about the money. It's most of the time not about the money. It really is about the experience and what I feel the value is. I know there's a lot of value in travel, but when I travel for free, I see no value. But
okay, but don't put her on your marketing list.
But I'm saying, but it's different. It's different for other people. Like a luxury car for one is another. As far as what advice to give to your advisors, it really would be stop thinking about what you think is luxury and start listening to what your clients think is luxury. And it's not about the money. We all think it's about the money. Don't sell price, sell experience.
Oh, I love that, because I always said that when I sold, I would say, sitting down with someone, close your eyes, picture the perfect trip, and what are you seeing? Like, what color is the water? What does the room look like? What's the dining experience? Are you on excursions? When you get on the plane, where are you sitting? What's happening? So I really wanted them to describe to me what their perfect
and
your experience would be.
And your advisors, your time and your knowledge is valuable. And these luxury guests, whether they are luxury guests by money or luxury guests by experience, are looking for your expertise. So the more you learn, the more you know, the more you're going to sell, and the more confident you're going to be.
Oh, and we've already talked. She's going to be next year. We're going to see her next year, and we're going to work more on helping everyone to identify their own ability to sell luxury, like how to tap into that spot inside of you and be comfortable talking and doing it. So we'll do that, and then product knowledge and all of that kind of stuff.
Right, and feel free to reach out to me directly anytime, email, Facebook. I've had a couple people reach out to me via LinkedIn, and that's perfectly fine as well.
but I'm here to support you. I know that I can help you to start selling in the luxury market.
And if you're saying, well, that's really great, I don't know where to find Dianna's information, remember, just go to the Travel Quest portal, click on the Rolodex, click on W for Windstar, and she's going to pop up. But I will also tell you that I'll pop the link in here, so you guys will easily be able to pull the link up. And I do know, because some of our advisors that you met in Orlando said, wow, I wrote her, she wrote me back. I'm like, was that good? I'm thinking if you wrote to her, you wanted her to write you back. So she's very prompt in answering. So with that said, I'm just gonna, we can close out with look for more on how to sell luxury. Between now and then though, you are always at anybody's disposal. Just send her a note, and do look at the travel leaders luxury class that you can take, and I'll post that in here as well. But so be kind to yourself, be kind to the world, and have a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you guys later.
Bye. Thanks for logging in.